For years, the Israelites toiled under the harsh rule of the Egyptians. Day after day, they labored under the hot sun, carrying heavy bricks to build Pharaoh's grand monuments. Despite their suffering, whispers of hope began to spread among the people. Moses, a man chosen by God, had returned to lead them to freedom. Moses went before Pharaoh in his grand palace. With his staff in hand, he delivered God's command, "Let my people go." Pharaoh, his pride unshaken, refused. But when God sent 10 mighty plagues, each one more devastating than the last, Pharaoh finally relented after the terrible night of the Passover. "Go," he shouted, "take your people and leave Egypt." The Israelites packed quickly, taking unleavened bread and their few belongings. Families gathered together, and with Moses leading the way, they began their journey to the Promised Land. But Pharaoh's heart grew hard once more. As he sat in his palace, fury overtook him. "Why did we let them go?" he demanded. He ordered his army to prepare their chariots and horses. Soon the sound of galloping hooves thundered across the desert as Pharaoh's soldiers pursued the Israelites, determined to bring them back. In the distance, they saw Pharaoh's army approaching, a great cloud of dust rising from the chariots. Panic spread through the camp. "Why did you bring us here to die, Moses?" they cried. But Moses stood firm, his voice steady and full of faith. "Do not be afraid. The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still." Then something extraordinary happened. Moses raised his staff, and a fierce wind began to blow. The waters of the Red Sea parted, splitting into two towering walls, revealing a dry path in the middle. The Israelites stared in awe as the impossible became reality. "Go," Moses commanded, and the people began to cross hurriedly with their faith carrying them through. Pharaoh's army reached the shore and charged into the sea after them. After the Israelites had finished crossing, Moses lowered his staff. With a mighty roar, the waters crashed back into place, overwhelming Pharaoh's army. Chariots overturned, soldiers were swept away, and the sea swallowed them whole. The Israelites stood on the far shore, safe and free. They gazed at the calm sea, their hearts filled with awe and gratitude. Miriam, Moses' sister, took a tambourine and led the women in a song of celebration. "Sing to the Lord," she sang, her voice ringing clear, "for he is highly exalted. The horse and rider he has hurled into the sea." The sun rose over the horizon, casting a golden light on the jubilant crowd. God had delivered his people, proving that with him, no obstacle was too great, no path too impossible.